Hi everyone, it's cherryenchantress. I'm here with a pick a card reading, and it's been a little while, I guess, right? I just had so many private readings and only stopped to do those weekly love messages, and it's been a little while, but this kind of came over me recently. A lot of different subjects have come into my head, but this one felt very strong, and I felt this need to present to you a rainbow of feelings and messages and clues. And I wanted to do another kind of marriage reading or love reading, but this is going to be more geared toward twin flames, and this is the twin flame rainbow messages and clues. And I think each pile will have a twin flame couple that will help guide you in your path, in your direction, what's coming up next, what you can look out for if you're curious about your twin flame, and if you want to know if you got it right, you want to know if it matches up, or you want to know what they're going to be like when they're on their way to you if you haven't yet met them. So that's what kind of this reading will be about. Twin flame messages, really just getting to know who they are, what's coming up next, and it's not so much when they'll appear, but what will happen when they will, or what to expect, basically, what your theme is, what to expect. Take guidance from these twin flame couples that are in each pile, and maybe you are them reincarnated even. All right, so we have 4 piles here. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Pile 1 is the Apatite. Pile 2 is the rose quartz. Pile 3 is the clear crystal moon, crescent moon, and pile 4 is the desert rose. Okay, let's just relax. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, release your breath. Now, at this point, you let spirit guide you to the pile that you should look at, but you definitely can watch every single pile, listen to the messages from all the twin flames and see what they have to tell you. Maybe it's one big story and you need to listen to all 4 piles. Maybe you mix and match the piles to get your fuller message, or just choose one, whatever is drawing you. There's lots of ways that you can be drawn to the pile. It doesn't have to be visual. It can be heat related. Like another nice thing you can do is like put your hand over each one. Feel which one is like the hottest. That one feels pretty warm. They all feel pretty hot. They're kind of equally hot. I think for me, if this was my reading, it would be one big story. I would have to just watch all 4 piles. So that's another way you can tell. Like if all 4 piles feel equal to you and you have trouble deciding, just watch all of them. All right, so let's begin. Okay, and here's pile number 1 with the Apatite. So let's see what we've got. Your first card is the Soul Tree. Let's take a look at what the Soul Tree is about. So, I like reading these because the author has just a special way of explaining it. And I feel like you need to know the deepest message, and then we can put it all together, and with Spirit telling me exactly how it all fits. So you are becoming more connected to nature. Trees are great holders of wisdom and knowledge. Next time you are near a tree, try asking it what it would like you to know, and listen with an open heart for an inspired response. The same life force that animates you also flows through trees. We are all in this together. Now imagine that trees are physical manifestations of angels. Their divine essence flows deep into trees, as angels are far-reaching in their ability to help, care, and create. Trees, like angels, see and feel without judgment, always emitting an eternal stream of love. Allow angelic tree energy to flow through you, sending roots deep into the ground, forming a solid foundation that enables you to reach higher and deeper into the light and soul of you. From this vantage point, you can sculpt your ideas and dreams to be planted upon the earth for you to enjoy through your physical senses. All right, let's see who your twin flames are. So these are the keepers of the light, and you have Radha and Krishna. So Radha is soul flame. That's perfect, right? And she's saying rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. And Krishna is devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So let's get in a little bit deeper about what Radha wants to tell you. This Hindu goddess Radha is the divine feminine counterpart of twin flame Krishna. She is considered to be represent Shakti, the divine feminine and creative spirit of the universal life force. Without the female and the male cannot be created. That's a good one, right? And for this reason, Shakti is a powerful force that is honored and cherished. Radha is completely devoted to her partner and illustrates the age-old adage, behind every powerful man is a powerful woman. She is dedicated to supporting all those who seek relationship harmony and healing. At one point, she's learned what it was like to be separated from Krishna, and so she can also bring great healing to those who are suffering the loss of a partner or a separation. Loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember, though, that relationships won't make you whole. Only your own love can do that. You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself, maybe sensual aspects or the capacity to cherish yourself. The relationships around you will then begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. Increased romance, love, and opportunities to express divine harmony through love are all becoming apparent in your life. You deserve divine love, and Radha, with her Shakti presence, is here to awaken this loving connection within you. I think that's so beautiful. And I think that's especially nice that I already know what the meaning of this pile is going to be, is that you either have found or will find an amazing devoted partner, like somebody who you really have always wished for and hoped for, somebody who will stand by you and protect you and support you and love you, both physically and emotionally and spiritually, all at once. So Krishna is a Hindu god who is known as the Mahavatar, the great avatar, and embodies divine wisdom. One of India's best-loved gods, he is an approachable, kind, loving, and supportive guide. He is a peaceful being with a great love for all people and animals. He is often depicted with a calf or lamb, which is a symbol of innocence, and a peacock feather on his head, which is said to honor the divine feminine. He was the spiritual guide of the warrior soul Arjuna, as related in the Hindu epic Bhagavad Gita, which really is a story of choosing love over fear and helps us move beyond the limitations and wars our ego creates in our mind, and maybe even in the world around us. His twin flame is Radha. You have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental, emotional battlefield, but there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself, what will honor your soul and those around you? If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. I love this, how these two souls are supporting this twin flame couple here that's watching, whoever's watching. It's most of the time it's the feminine, but every once in a while the masculine will watch too. And just know that both sides of this couple is supporting you. So now for our romance angels, we have soulmate came out. So this is definitely your soulmate or your twin flame. I know they're not one and the same, yes, but in romance angels, soulmate can indicate twin flame as well. And then getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this is just a getting to know each other period in your situation. Maybe you haven't even yet met, but you will. Maybe that moment will come. Maybe you have met and you're starting to get to know each other, get familiar. Maybe you already are a couple or a married couple, and you're swimming along nicely. I feel like most married people who are very comfortable and happy usually don't come to pick a cards. But if you are, hello, congratulations. But anyway, this is a promise for things to come. And just realize, if you're trying to compare it to what you already have, then and you are in a situation where you have a very devoted, loving, masculine partner, then this is it. This is you. And you're lucky and blessed, and good for you. If you don't know yet, then that's something that might be coming up for you. So let's take a look at your tarot. I'm gonna shine the light on it, the flash on it a little bit, so you can see the rainbow effect. It works much better at night. I feel a little bit bad because, I don't know, see if I can make this brighter at all. All right, I'm just gonna shine so you can see. These are my cards if you're interested. They're not in the shop right now. I have to reorder them, but they have they're iridescent, and so that's why this is the rainbow reading. Okay, so the Page of Swords here is talking about learning new things and seeking messages of the mind. This is having a curiosity and an open mind. It's kind of seeking more knowledge of the situation, or where to go from here, or how to progress in your love. And look, you have the King of Pentacles. He is totally like Krishna. He's devoted, loving. This guy that's in your life or coming in your life is a natural born leader. He's committed, dependable, a protector, a provider, could be a businessman, very good with money, grounded, kind, talented. So this is a great what I'm talking about as a clue. We got our messages, and now here's our clues on who is, your twin flame or who's coming in. And then we have the World card. So the World is talking about that he can show you the world, and he's probably a very worldly person, and then you can travel together and enjoy the world together. This is a very joyful card. It's like the four corners, hitting all four corners of the world, the total experience. It's like your destiny, it's fulfillment, it's satisfaction, and even can be rapture too. Rapture is kind of very exciting feeling there. So I'm going to turn off the flash, and then we're going to get to our charms. All right, so let's see what the charms have to say about all this. I can't even remember if I said we have 4 piles here because I'm so used to saying 3 all the time. Well, look, you have Aladdin. I really was thinking about Aladdin in this reading. So the Divine Masculine, definitely, he has grand potential here to be like a king, somebody very important. He has a beautiful heart, beautiful soul, very kind, but he's still learning his worth. And so there's just some patience when it comes to letting them learn their worth and learning your worth along with them. There was this whole thing about love that for Radha has to learn her just self-love without another man loving her, right? You have to learn how to love without somebody constantly boosting you up or giving you compliments and things. So remember that, and the same thing is for Krishna, is the same way. We have motorhead here. It could be somebody good with cars, or it could be mechanic, somebody who just has a good drive. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Could be represent sex drive, you know. We've got Saxon, somebody big and burly and strong. We've got play. I think of Viking types, you know, with the Saxon. We have Y. We have Italy. We have name. We could get out the Scrabble for the name. We got road. HK. It's kind of interesting because HK, I think, represents Hong Kong, but for some of you, there's somebody out there named HK, or somebody named KH, or people who are interested in those initials. That comes out. There's the crystal ball is kind of like talking about your future. You know, it's all in the future. You know, you just have to be patient. It will develop with time. Here you're asking to see the future, and I feel like this is a little clue on what's coming ahead for you. I feel like good times and celebrations and singing and dancing and joy. We've got the emerald and the diamond, which means this, you just really are beautiful, you know, more than even you realize. There could be some you know, relaxation, beach time, enjoyment, even together. I feel like number 2 is standing out the most to me in this, and that's good because it's like 2 of cups, T for 2, couples. You've got Bruce Springsteen, so he could be like a rock star, you know, somebody who just really makes you feel good, excited. The letter C. The butterfly is talking about transformations, and, you know, he's maybe at a cocoon stage, maybe developing, but soon will become like the butterfly. And we got music here. Deep cello voice, could be a musician or creative, or have a beautiful sounding speaking voice or singing voice. Got the letter T. You got California. And the little sea turtle, which is all about timing. When's it right to go into the tide and out of the tide? And it all has to do with the moon. The moon affects the tides. And so the turtle also, his patterns are affected by what the moon does, you know, by the phases of the moon and how the moon affects the tides. And so you might be interested too in learning more about the tides. About the moon phases, because that could help you in your journey. Let's go ahead and do some practice. Okay. We've got N and an A, so you might see some initials, you might see a name, you might see something else. Abba. So you decide what it is in here that stands out to you, if anything. If not, then maybe the letters weren't the important part of this. You have bait. And boat. Oh, maybe you're going to go somewhere on a boat. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. The rest is up to you. You take a look and you just sit there and decipher. So now I'm going to give you hugs and kisses. Hugs for all my subscribers and members and visitors. Those of you who are visiting, please feel free to check out everything I have to offer. You know, if you subscribe, hit that bell so you can get notifications. Also, the notifications will notify you if I post anything in the community page, and sometimes I post messages from your Divine Masculine in the message page. So if you're into Twin Flame stuff, feel free to check out this channel. There's playlist, a whole Twin Flame playlist that you can also check out. That's down. That should be listed there too in my playlist. There's so much to see on the channel, so please feel free to explore. Also, right there is a little arrow where you push that and open the description box, and the description box also has more things for you to read. It's all the places. It has like links of all the places where you can find me and buy things from me. And if you want a private reading, you can get one of that private readings too. You just email me, and that's listed on that list at the bottom. Turnaround time really quick, just maybe two days at the most, 2-3 days 3 days at the most. Right now, it might be a little bit more like 3 days because I have a wedding. I'm not getting married, but my mom's getting married. I can't believe it. Anyway, so I'm going to be a little bit busy with that. But other than that, I've been, getting out my private readings pretty quickly. All right, so I just want to give a shout out to my members, Amira. Thank you so much, Amira, for my beautiful box of goodies and for being such a beautiful platinum pixie. Then we have Lupe, Priyank, Cheryl, Nina, Shafira, Courtney, Elena, Mary, Joy, Mary, and here's some patrons, Mary Dodge and Melanie, my girl Melanie, and Rachel and Stephanie, and then my Sparkles of Light, Brian, Ariella, Curly Girl, and Jessica Johnson. And any of you who were sweet enough to come out to my live and bought readings and didn't receive your reading, please email me because that's the only way I can get it to you. I deleted it because it had a lot going wrong with it. The sound quality was really bad too, and then it ended up in losing picture and everything, so I went ahead and deleted that live. So but if you paid for a reading, please reach out to me and I will make you a beautiful little private video that you can keep and watch over and over. All right, I'm moving on to the next. Okay, and here's pile number 2 with the rose quartz, and let's see what you got. So you have from the keepers, the secret language of light, you have soul love. That sounds really nice. Let's check out what soul love is all about. So I'm going to read from the book, and mostly it's because the author has just a special way of describing her cards that I think it's just a really nice way to express to you. And then I'll put all the messages together for a big channeled message. Some of it's channeled and some of it, like when Spirit will pick, spits out a card for me to read to you, I think Spirit is telling me that what the author is saying about this card is very meaningful. So this is saying that you are clear, pure love. Nothing from your past will block your dreams. Your future will be like nothing that you've ever seen before or felt before. You are the center of the universe, looking outward through your experiences. When you look out, this is actually, by the way, it's called unconditional love. When you look out in balance, you are seeing through love and will experience many variations of love. Make love your purpose. Find it wherever you can. If you begin to introduce anything into your world that does not feel like love, shift your awareness, your energy, your eyes until you return to love. Become so devoted to your purpose of love that no one will sway you from it. Unconditional love is not about tolerating or diminishing yourself to make another feel good. These are unconditional actions that will make you feel less than or resentful. If you're trying to believe something that is not your truth, it will feel awful because you are not in agreement with your soul. Your job is to feel balanced in every moment. If you can't, go easy on yourself, as it is just a sign you are yet to love something about yourself. So, it takes time, but don't worry, things are going to come into focus soon. So, for your keepers of the light, your twin flame couple is Lady Portia, who is divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for your good energy. What I like, the first reading was the first pile was the first time doing this, and I felt a really great, completely balanced couple here expressing to you. So this twin flame couple is a united couple who has messages to give to you and your twin flame, and whether you're masculine or feminine, they are here to help you. So let's see what Lady Portia wants to tell you. So, Lady Portia is saying, this powerful goddess is a figure of justice and peace. She brings order and opportunity to every experience. As a lord of karma, she also regulates the law of cause and effect. She helps us recognize the impact of our judgments, choices, and actions. And honor, these choices and actions that we put upon ourselves and the world. She is the twin flame of Saint Germain, so is strongly connected to the violet flame energy. Together, these twin flames can work as overseers of legal situations. Justice is an energy that's about honoring everyone involved rather than punishing bad behavior. Lady Portia helps us to do what is right morally and spiritually for our soul's growth. It's a very fine balance, isn't it? Especially for twin flames, because a lot of twin flames meet in not the most ideal 3D circumstances, and the 3D circumstances can bring out certain moral issues to the forefront, and so there's ways that we have to work around that. Right now, though, a call for justice is being brought into your space, even if this means you will lose out. There is really no loss in the highest state of truth. Act from the heart. See the other person's point of view and surrender your pride so that you are coming from a loving space. If you made choices that weren't for the highest good, admit it. Through this honesty, you are releasing any karmic bonds or anchors of fear from your energy. Take time to learn from this situation, and if you are involved in any legal issues, know that Lady Portia and the angels of justice are gathering around to honor everyone involved. So it's good. Sometimes you have to take the noble course, right? Which is usually the course that I take, which in the long run, a lot of times means it's a self-sacrificing course, but it's really up to you. You sometimes you have to fight for what you want because spiritually it's what's meant to be. It's a soul contract from a past life, and then other times you feel like you maybe have to be noble and let go because of the circumstances as they are. So it's up to you what to decide. But you have definitely this twin flame couple here guiding you, and angels and spirit guides always around you, supporting you. So Saint Germain he was born in France in the 18th century and is said to have been given a new identity because he was the love child of two very important people, and they were very powerful as well. He was well educated and able to rub shoulders with royalty. He was also deeply interested in magic, alchemy, and the cosmos, and able to perform real-life miracles and turn lead into gold. Now he can help us move beyond social limitations to connect with the right people for the highest good. He's still a master alchemist and able to help us turn whatever is laden in our life into something that is golden. His twin flame is Portia, Lady Portia, and he is the keeper of the violet flame, the powerful etheric retreat where we can release karma. Karma is the spiritual law of cause and effect. We experience many levels of karma. Some we inherit from our family, and some from the people we keep helping out of the problems they keep creating. Saint Germain is here now to clear your energy so that you no longer have the weight of the world or your loved one's world on your shoulders. Be aware that an old pattern is leaving your life and creating space for something more loving to enter. Visualize yourself surrounded by a fiery violet cloak to release all the karma you no longer need. I think this is really beautiful because it's like the feminine energy here for the highest good of you is maybe will be to be noble, right? And the highest good for the masculine here is actually manifest the best possible outcome despite 3D moral issues and things like that. So I think together they're going to create this opportunity for you, whoever you are. I feel like number one could have pile one could have been a married couple already, a couple together, like happy. This one I feel like is having to go through some challenges. And so it could be a married couple going through challenges, but you could have met your twin flame and be in separation right now. This definitely is a possibility. And there's just challenges you're working out. So I think you'll be able to. So don't worry about that. Your romance angel cards say, stay optimistic about your love life. See, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So that's I think that is definitely Portia's side. The feminine side is to stay positive, because I feel like they're a little bit worried about how things are going to turn out. But I think Saint Germain has a lot of faith in his abilities, in turning lead into gold. And he feels like this could be the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. And so, yeah, like this is a relationship that could develop into something more. You've already met them. They already belong to you. It's like, and if this is a karmic situation where you've met them in a past life and you feel like this person belongs to you, but yet whatever the circumstances are that keep you in separation is what's keeping you in separation. So what needs to be overcome here. I feel like Saint Germain's going to have more power here, or the divine masculine will have the power to overcome this. So let's see what your tarot has to say. So you've got, I'm going to put on the flash so you can see my rainbow effect. So this is my holographic deck, and it's not available right now because I got sold out pretty quick, so I gotta order some more. And in the different times of day you can see the rainbows, but because this is a rainbow reading, I decided to go ahead and show you. So the first kiss is hello. It's really nice. It's like something fresh and new is about to happen here. So some of you might not have met your person yet, and you're about to meet them. Some of you have just met them and it feels so amazing, like you're falling in love, but there's like a problem, a situationship too. But this is, you might get your kiss. This is fresh, new, innocent, cozy, close, comfort. This is shy and and sensations like this, like butterfly fluttering feelings in your tummy. You're also feeling like warm blushes and flushes just being around them or thinking about them, Yeah, so it's very soft and gentle. It's just like those feelings you feel when you've fallen in love. Then you've got the Ace of Cups, which is more love. It's like gushing love, pouring out the love. This is new emotional beginning. So whether you've been with this person a while or you just met them, you're going to be going through this new phase of starting over or feeling these emotions build up again. And a lot of times your twin flame or your soulmate is the person that you feel like you can fall in love with over and over again. And so it's just like plain overflowing goodness, compassion. Could be birth, could be someone getting pregnant or a baby coming in. This is about life and love and being connected, and like a deep wellspring of love. And this is also guidance from the heart. So let your heart be your guide. And you can't go wrong. And then finally you have the Seven of Cups, which is kind of interesting because I feel like sometimes illusions set in, and these illusions, they're illusions because they're based on fear, because you're not sure if something is real, So it's about making realistic dreams. There's that realism, like what is real, right? Your imagination, sometimes you may think your imagination is running wild, or your fantasies are running wild, or when you fall in love, you start to run away with thoughts of the future and getting married and having babies and things like that, So you kind of have to ground yourself a little bit, but don't, be mad at yourself for having these visions, because they're clues to the future. And So sometimes it can feel like it's too good to be true, but maybe it really is true. Maybe it really is, you know, because this could be the one. This is also considered the Fairy Favors card, and Fairy Favors is about these flowers that they're like yellow flowers, and they have just a touch of orange. And so in this field of yellow flowers, you see little sparks of orange, and it just represents how nature is so amazing with the colors, and life is amazing, you know, like just oh my gosh. I just read that from Kitty Cat. In the middle of ordinary life, sometimes miracle can happen, and I think that's what that means, you know, like you think things are maybe too good to be true, maybe something can't actually happen, but maybe it can. All right, let's see what your charms have to say. Kind of a lot of charms. I think I'm going to take off the flash now. All right. Okay, let's see. We got Belle and the mermaid. So take your pick. Who you like more like. You may need to speak your voice like the mermaid, and you don't have to sell your beautiful fins to get legs to be with your man. You should be able to get to be with your man without having to sell anything, right? Without having to trade anything. Don't worry, it's going to work out. You won't need to do any of that. Just lead with love like Belle, you know. Accept people, you know, who they are, and not judge them, you know, like Belle does, and I feel that's the way you are. Lead with love and you'll be okay. So here we have who is this? This is, I can't even read it anymore. Let's see. I think that's Anna. Yeah. Oh, Anna. So, that's good, because Anna's the one that probably will be getting married, or I don't know if she's married, but she got engaged, didn't she, at the end of Frozen 2? I'm not sure. But anyway, she's the one that she wants kind of a regular, stable life, a partnership, you know, and she probably will get it. So that's probably you. You've got, but you're not gonna break the rules to get it. So that's a good thing. You want to be noble, and I appreciate that. You know, people appreciate that. Don't worry, because guides, angels, spirits, your twin flame Saint Germain's gonna guide the situation, so you don't have to feel like you're doing anything wrong. You've got the treble clef is music. You've got good. You've got ever. You've got California. You've got this kind of reminds me of the wine cups at church or something. This is like the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is actually like, she looks like that she's got the Holy Grail. This is the Holy Grail of love. This is like the ultimate love. This could be the one. You have bicycles, kind of keep moving. Keep on moving. You got you got a bunch stuck in here. So 1984 had the sunflower and 24601. And that's funny because we got Saint Germain, who's French. We have the World Tour 1984 Van Halen. So things that stick out to me in this is the world, right? The world and the wings, like your guides protecting you. It could be a sense of like the universe right now, or your world feels very Orwellian, right? We're in a very strange time right now, but this will pass. You know, focus on the positive things that you can focus on in this world. All right, and so we've got Lieutenant Destin Mateus, who is not exactly Anna's man, but they make a nice looking couple. Okay, he's a pianist. I don't know. Like, this guy likes to play the piano and he will not stop playing the piano. But look, we've got a nice couple. And somebody who's very sturdy, strong, and protective, and maybe a musician. And then, and also a military possibly, or an officer of some sort. We have the rooster here, so somebody here could be the sign of the rooster, Chinese zodiac. Could also be like a wake-up call or awakening. We've got we've got I love football. When this comes out, I think of a big football player, like somebody with big muscles who's strong, and I love football. I kind of miss football, even though I barely watched it. My son was in football, though. I was really big into football when he was in Little League. So I think that might be promise that things are going to get back to normal. We've been in a very Orwellian world, but things will get back to normal. Oh, look, you have the other bicycle. Oh, no, you just had one bike, did you? Oh, no, here, yeah. See, you have the compatible bikes. So it's like they're two different color bikes, right? But they are about the same size, and they move the same, and they're on the same path. So this is just really saying you and your twin are on the same path. You're doing nicely. You might be riding parallel together, kind of like learning and growing together side by side. Maybe you're not feeling each other. Maybe you have to pull over and hook up, or maybe you'll intersect. Just be sure you don't crash, but anyway, you're riding nicely along together. Then you've got the keys. I feel like this is like the janitor keys, or the jailer keys. It's like the person that has the key to everything. This could also represent somebody who has a lot of properties or a lot of belongings, keys to things, or can open any secrets. These are also 3 different shapes. So you've got like a heart shape almost, and then a square and a circle. And so it could be about using shapes, geometry to master something. You could get really deep with some of these symbols. I think you can explore a whole new world together. I don't know, you didn't get the world, did you? No, but you also can explore the world together. You've got shell here. So shells are kind of like nature's symbols, giving you clues about something. So see what it means to you. If you're out and about and asking the angels a question, or your guides a question, say, show me a conch shell or something like that, to help me know if I'm on the right track. You have the elephant of memories. So nice memories here. I like you have California and New York. So there could be like this long distance connection of somebody in California, somebody in New York. Also just places where you could be from, or places you might go. You've got the peace pipe, and this is also kind of like the manifesting pipe. The Hopi Indian use pipes and the smoke to help manifest rain. So that's something there. So there's your twin flame here is manifesting. He's a manifester, a master manifester. You got wine here, so I feel like celebrations coming along. You've got the key, another key, big key to open up anything. You got the sunflower, which to me represents summertime, and so something could be happening within these summer months before the last sunflower withers. All right, and then we have 24601, which is the symbol of Jean Valjean, who was part of the story Les Mis. So if you're interested in knowing more about that story, or you can just know in a general sense that has to do with French things, French symbols, that French character in that story had a big, what do they call it? Story arc. So they went through a lot. It was a very kind of almost rags to riches kind of thing, but he was chased. And so there's this, there's going to be a culmination, I feel, coming, where there will be a meeting, and there'll be, it will be kind of a fulfillment of something, a fulfillment of past life or karma or something like that. But anyway, your situation will improve. I think you're some of you might be in separation phase. So some of you are definitely in a growing phase, learning about yourself, learning self-worth and self-love. But things are really coming along nicely. I think you're growing really nicely, and you're going down this road. Just remember, have faith that this is not just your imagination. This is the one. This could be the one. Stay optimistic, and you'll be doing fine. So hope you like that. If you like that, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment below. Hello, all my subscribers, and hello, all my members, and hello, any visitors who are not subscribers or members. Feel free to join in. You could be a sparkle of light and be part of my family and enjoy this channel and all the things that it offers, and all the things that I like to do, prizes and giveaways and other kinds of messages. And if you hit that bell for notifications, you can always learn what's coming up next. I'll post things in community a lot of times that you wouldn't know that I do, and there could be messages from your twin flame there. If you like twin flame stuff, there's more of twin flame type readings under my playlist, so you can check that out. And you can also check out my description box. Just push that arrow right there. It opens up the description box. It shows you all the places where you can, all these links that you can contact me or buy things from me, and my email address at the bottom for private readings. Just contact me and I'll send you out how to do a private reading little email mailer. And yeah, so that's about it for that. And I just wanted to shout out all my members, especially Amira, who gave me that beautiful box of goodies, Lupe, Priyank, Cheryl, Nina, Shafira, Courtney, Elena, Mary Joy, Brian, Ariella, Curly Girl, and Jessica Johnson. And then my patrons, Mary Dodge and Mary Joy and Melanie, my girl Melanie, Rachel and Stephanie. And for those of you who are patrons and want to be patrons, you don't even, even if you want to just go over there and check out my page, you can see some of the artwork that I've been working on for the oracle that I'm making. And that I post for everybody to see. But if you want some special readings, that's a way to get a special monthly reading, is either Patreon or membership. So those are some ways to get some really discounted readings from me if you're interested. Okay, well, I'm moving on to the next. Okay, and here's pile number 3 with the Crescent Moon clear quartz. All right, let's see what you got. You've got soul mating. That's very nice. Let's see what soul mating is about. So I'm going to read from the book, which I hope you don't mind. I feel like the author has just a very special way of explaining her cards, and then I'm going to put all the pieces together and give you a bigger picture of what Spirit wants me to tell you, like how all of this plays in together for your future. What are the clues for your relationship? What are the clues for your twin flame situationship? So let's see what we got. We have soul mating is saying, embrace your soul and reveal a partner. So some of you might not even know who your twin flame is yet, and they're on their way. A new encounter or a deepening of an already existing union will profoundly change the way you perceive unconditional love. Chemistry between two people does not mean they are life partners. You have entered each other's life to awaken, expand, and open your hearts so wide that they may never close again. It may last for a moment, a season, or a lifetime. Time is not necessary to shift the cogs of your heart and feel the absolute ecstasy of you. A moment can open you to euphoria. The purpose of a soul relationship is to mirror your love and light and melt away any hard edges or walls you have built. Whatever is mirrored will intensify. Love and peace will feel bigger, but so will fear or pain. This reveals any wounds that hold us away from love so we can heal them as we embrace more love more of the love we already recognize. That one's very beautiful. Yeah, so it's not an easy journey, but it definitely is cathartic, and it's the journey of self-love, I believe, when you have met your twin flame. And so let's see who your twin flame guides are. We're using the Keepers of the Light Oracle, and your guides are Bridget, who is inner strength. This is saying move back into wholeness, recognize that you have the power. And Cernunnos, which is life force. Express your driving passions. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. I'm going to take a moment to try to clear the zoom. Okay, that's a little bit better. So here we go again with Bridget and Cernunnos. All right, and now I'm going to read from the book for these guys too. because, yeah, the message is really interesting. And then we're going to put all the pieces together. All right, so Bridget is inner strength, and Bridget is a Celtic goddess of Ireland who is closely associated with fire and the time of spring. She is the twin flame of Cernunnos. She was so well loved by the Celtic people that when Christianity came to Ireland, she was adopted as a saint of holy wells and other holy places. She is a powerful figure who can help us channel our energy into something that is important for our growth. And as she herself has lasted through the ages, she adds longevity to our journey so that we can reach a deep state of wholeness. You can call on her to bring her sacred flames to burn away anything that's not serving you, to bless any new projects you have in mind, and for your support with fertility. And so basically, your spiritual fire is growing within. And it's time to recognize the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. There is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of new projects, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you may imagine. Call on the fiery goddess Bridget to light the way ahead. So I feel a partnership of more than just, sensuality, sexuality, but maybe a business partnership as well with Cernunnos, because there's a lot of creativity. Maybe also Cernunnos is somebody who can impregnate you because you are very fertile. Maybe he's just the right kind of fertile as well. So Cernunnos is also known as Hearn, and he's the Celtic stag god who represents the connection to the earth. He is one of the oldest recognized Celtic gods and features on the Gunstrup cauldron, a giant silver vessel from the Iron Age. He is the lover of the Great Mother and impregnates the land so that it will be filled with life. He can help us form a connection with the animal spirits and the ancestors of our land. There is a deep buildup of life force within you now and a need to channel it into action. You may have extra energy or may be more alert than usual, or may be more aware of a sense of increased sensual or sexual energy. And if not you, then and you are the feminine, maybe it's the masculine out of the two of you that is feeling a slightly more like this. So Cernunnos could be talking to you, or could be talking to the masculine, or if you're the masculine, he could be talking to you. So you see what I'm saying? But I feel like Cernunnos as the masculine here is reaching out, expressing to the masculine, and Bridget as the feminine reaching out to express to the feminine. But just put yourself where you see yourself and decide for which one is giving you a message, or maybe it's just simply the message combined that's for both of you. And so if you have been unsure how this ties into your spiritual path, know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. When we are not expressing ourselves sexually, our spiritual potential can become tamed or muted. So if you are denying yourself a desire, ask yourself how you can fulfill it. Ask Cernunnos to help you access your sexual self so that you can express it with integrity and in a way that honors your soul. If you and your partner are trying for a child and this card appears, fertility is very possible, especially if Bridget, Cernunnos' twin flame, is present too. So yeah, definitely, any of you who want to get pregnant, thumbs up for that. It looks like it's happening. It looks like it will happen soon. All right, let's see what your romance angels have to say. You've got passion and playfulness. Perfect couple here. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So yeah, I can see, I don't know if you're interested in camping, but I see a very natural, right now, pagan ceremonies might not be very readily available because of social distancing, but definitely maybe the two of you can go out and enjoy some alone time camping and having fun. I just see being in touch with nature and the wild a little bit, and letting go and being a little bit wild, and trying new things and doing new things, and really expressing yourself, and not worrying so much about rules and regulations, and just really enjoying each other's company. Of course, within the confines of our society today, right? We don't want to make anybody else unsafe, but if it's a way that you feel like you can do this, then I think you take these opportunities, because you're really ripe and fertile right now. So yeah, all right, so let's see what your tarot cards have to say. Some of you haven't met yet, and some of you, I feel like there's a majority of you kind of already know each other a little bit. And you maybe have just these initial feelings of lust, and maybe wondering, is this just a sexual attraction, or is there something else? And a lot of you get that, when you meet your twin flame, because twin flames are so sexually strongly chemically attracted to each other. But there are differences, and it's a little bit hard to tell at first, but eventually you'll figure it out. So enjoy the feelings at first. You might enjoy experiences together if you want to, if you're able to. But if you're not able to, then try connecting in more spiritual ways and see how that works out for you. Okay, so first of all, we have the Lovers came out from from my tarot deck, and I just want to show you how the rainbow effect works here, because we are talking about rainbow messages. So this is like using the flash. At night it kind of looks even better, like with the overhead light, and I don't even have to use the flash on it. But anyway, the Lovers is, of course, we know what the Lovers is, right? It's like true love, it's union, it's deep, it's a melding of heart, mind, and body. So when you're with this person, it's not just a sexual attraction. You feel attracted, your mental attraction, like you can finish each other's sentences. Your heart, you feel like the moment you pull away, you feel empty or lost or something, So there's this, that's what it is, it's twin flame, soulmates, it's desire and passion, and love too, a very deep kind of love. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is talking about dreaming and psychic connections. So this is somebody you could have met in your dreams initially, or maybe they're only in your dreams right now and they're going to be manifesting soon. But so it's okay. Keep working at that. You can find out more about this person through your dreams. Maybe you need to pause, recharge. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe there's a certain healing situation happening right now, but definitely a psychic connection, some kind of psychic and subconscious and spiritual connection here. We have the Queen of Cups. I feel like it's very strong on the feminine side, or maybe the masculine is dreaming of her, in his dreams. And maybe the feminine is also, maybe both of you just are very good at meditating and connecting psychically together. And so, but it's kind of like he's thinking, she's the woman of my dreams, This Queen of Cups, she's also psychic. She's compassionate and emotional, and emotionally mature and connected. She's very loving, giving, empathetic. She has really great instincts too about things. She's good at balancing moods. She could be artistic and a general kind of like a dreamy person and a dreamer, or maybe she has dreamy eyes or whatever, something very magical and dreamy about her, okay? So let's see what your charms have to say, and I will turn off the flash. Maybe I need to open this window over here. I'm just trying to get all the light I can to make this magical for you guys. All right, so let's see. I was just thinking about how Liz did. She did this super long reading, and she was like, Liz stopped, her throat was hurting for talking so much. It's been a while for me. Okay, here we go. Like you also had the Van Halen 1984, which to me just represents that, like, we're kind of like in an Orwellian type world. Like, it's like, are we really living this? Are we really dealing with this pandemic? Are we really dealing with these issues? It just seems very bizarre. Like, is this our reality? But soon things will right themselves. Things will get better. I feel like this is just like represents a healing of the world. And eventually you'll get to tour the world again. Won't that be nice? Then you go, I don't know why when I said that, won't that be nice? Made me think of Princess Bride for some reason. Anyway, we have Mickey Mouse. So, well, Disney World is open, so maybe you'll get to see Disney World. We've got an anchor, nice, stable, steady situation. You have the number 9. You have this one to me is like, I have the emerald and this one's the ruby, and ruby's about love, and ruby's very beautiful and special, but also sometimes this ruby lately has been reminding me of the coronavirus, and I don't mean to say that in a flippant way. It's just, something that you think about and you're cautious about, and that could affect, your meeting up. So that's why I'm saying be cautious. You could go camping and could go be with this person, but you also have to remember some safety issues. You got another anchor though, and so I feel like that you're safe and you're anchored, you're stable, you're sturdy. You got pentacles too, very stable and sturdy. And maybe the pentacle also means you're a little bit pagan, like you're willing to take these risks. You're willing to do things that don't really follow the moral, religious rules or societal rules. Like you have your own set of rules. You've got cello here, which means like a nice deep voice, or nice deep speaking voice, singing voice, or you play an instrument or something. Here's some words. You got true love. That's very sure. And maybe it's within reach. Nice. So have hope. Oh, you got have hope. Oh my God, you almost have a whole sentence here. And I got to do Scrabble so I can give you a name of the person who it might be. There's something in your future very soon. Like the crystal ball is saying that they can see your future and something happening. And also that you have a sense, you have ability to psychically see something, and you're attracted to this reading or this pile because you see something. The reindeer here, you've got a leisure time. So this could represent like vacation. It can represent beach time or hanging out in the sun and stuff, but it could also just plainly mean vacation. You might be taking a trip somewhere or flying somewhere. You've got faith. And another sturdy, stable symbol is this heart that's shaped like a rock. You have the key to the royal suite, so that could be like a hotel room or something. You have the captain's wheel, the karmic wheel. Round and round it goes. So the wheel could represent that now that Mercury is direct, things are starting to get better with communication. So have faith in that. Believe in that. Genesis is about starting new, starting fresh. You have the letter D and the letter T. Wow. Those are like extra letters that they're not actual because they're like this weird cardboard version. And so I put the weird cardboard ones in the charms. And here's my official Scrabble in my Scrabble bucket. So let's see what name we might be able to find that's significant for you. All right. We've got maybe a May. If I can find a middle letter. Way. If there's an A in here, then we're doing good. Also remember, we also have my. Oh yeah, actually know somebody who bought some cards from me was named Mai. So yeah, if you see initials, if you see anything in here, maybe Ted, anything in here that's significant, initials, if you see somebody's name, if you see some word, then that word definitely means something, and that is your word. Okay, I'm not seeing anything really specific jump out at me. And and I don't want to take too much time with it. So there you go. I'll just let it be and you decide. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for coming to this channel. Big hugs to all my subscribers, big hugs to all my members especially, and hello all my visitors. Feel free to become a subscriber or a member or both, and hit that bell for notifications and check out all the things on my channel that I have to offer. It's a really nice place to hang out. If you like twin flame readings, I have a whole playlist full of twin flame readings. I have a lot of different subject matters. I love to focus on fairies and fantastical things. I love color and bright things and sparkly things. So if you're a girly girl, or if you like that kind of stuff, then you're in the right place. Even if you're a guy and you're not a girly girl and you just like soothing colors and soothing sounds and good and great messages from spirit and angels, then you're in the right place. Anyway, I just want to shout out all my members, especially Amira. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned her in all 4 piles because she gave me this really great box of goodies, and thank you so much. And I have a lot of people, a lot of sparkles of light out there who are so kind, like Mystic Mountain and Genevieve. People have sent me stuff. Flour all the way from the Netherlands. I can't remember. I've had so many beautiful gifts. I'm so appreciative of all the love that has come out. One of my very first friends in Sparkles of Light, Melanie, who just totally was an awesome guide and helper and friend, who's always my friend. She's like my soul sister and always connected to me. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you Lupe, Priyank, Cheryl who's amazing, Nina who's my right arm, Shafir and Courtney, Elena, Mary Joy, my Sparkles of Light, Brian, Ariella, Carly Girl, Jessica Johnson, and also my patrons. And if you guys want to go to my Patreon page, you can see some special artwork that I've been doing for future oracle cards that I want to make. So yeah, I'm a very I really try to get into creativity. If you don't see pick a card, it's usually because I'm thrown myself into a latest project or my real life got busy with family. And speaking of that, it should get busy again. That's why I thought I should go ahead and do a pick a card reading for everybody, because my mom's getting married, so I'm going to be busy with that. Alright, so check out the description box for more links and places to find me and my email address if you need a private reading, and I'm moving on to the next. Okay, last but not least, we have the Desert Rose. Allez, allez. I love this. It's the most benign thing that I have sitting up here. It just looks like nothing, but it feels so sweet to me when I think of it and see it. Alright, so let's see what your messages and clues are about your twin flame. So you've got, from the Secret Language of Light, Soul Song. Speaking of soul song, maybe your soul song is that Desert Rose song from Sting. Alright, I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. I think that helped. Anyway. Alright, so I'm going to read from the book. I hope you don't mind, but I feel like the author really describes well these cards. There's just really something deep about them that I can't really express myself, that I just want to use her words. And then we're going to put all these pieces together and see what Spirit what the bigger message is for you and your outcome and guidance, or whatever Spirit needs you to know. So this one is I love it. This one is saying, tune into the soundtrack of your life. And so I love that, your soul emits a beautiful song. Think of it as a pulsating light moving in rhythm with the universe. Your song travels through light and is the background music of your life. Even if you can't hear your song with your physical ears, know it exists. We know animals hear sounds we can't. Your song is always resonating throughout the universe along with the music of the spheres. and the sound of the universe made when it was born, the greatest song of all. Om. You can tune in to it through your heart and your throat. Be willing to live your life from your highest, most aligned, most loving perspective. The next song or piece of music that moves your inner world will help you to tune into your soul song, or you can go out into nature. The music of nature will also help you, will balance and detoxify. Align with the sounds of the earth and you will find the steps to take next. And I just love that. A movie you guys might like to watch if you haven't seen it yet is August Rush. It's all about music uniting souls, and it's not just music like man-made music, but the music that's just naturally in nature, that in every the way the air brushes through everything out in nature, the chimes and the trees and the way cats meow and the dogs bark and the crickets chirp and the birds sing, Anyway, so let's see what who your twin flame couple is. And we're using the Keepers of the Light, and we have Joan of Arc. So Joan of Arc didn't really have a twin flame, but she has a definitely good message. Joan of Arc is the voice of truth. She says, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. It's very important. My motto, well, I'm Jeanne d'Arc, or I was named after Jeanne d'Arc, Joan of Arc, and my name is Jeanne. And my sister gave me a towel and it has her special phrase that says, I was born for this, And so she's a very powerful light force. And then we have Moria, the awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So here is your couple that will help you along your way. You can look at it as the masculine will help the masculine, the feminine will help the feminine, or the energy of both of them will help both, the twin flame couple. So I'm also going to read from the book because I like the way each one is described. And so Joan of Arc, we can get a real brief history from her. So Joan of Arc was a medieval French peasant girl who is reported to have been visited by Archangel Michael and other saints. By the way, Michael is like one of my main people and my main angels, who gave her information on how and it's funny because one of the saints that visited Joan of Arc is Saint Margaret, and Margaret is my mom's name, and my mom's about to get married tomorrow, so it's crazy. Anyway, so Archangel Michael gave her information on how she could help Charles VII save France from English domination. She was only a teenager when she went into battle for her country and won a huge victory. She was, however, later captured and burned at the stake. These days, she is a supremely loving guide to all those who want to stand up against the odds. She also helps many light workers overcome their fear of persecution. And so, I had an interesting moment Friday night. Some troll person, I don't know who they were spitting out something harsh, whatever it was. I didn't even read it in time, but it was like a repetitive message. And then the whole night had a strange energy. And it took a little time to myself, but then I emerged over the weekend fine. I felt much better. I feel much better today. And it didn't linger very long. The angels and guides are always there helping me get out of these moments and making me feel refreshed and renewed and better again. But it was kind of a weird energy, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, so you're being encouraged to stand strong. You may feel unrecognized and misunderstood, but that doesn't mean you have to give up on the mission you feel called to fulfill. You must follow the will of your soul and exercise your leadership spirit by speaking your truth. You may feel as if you are on a battlefield, but this conflict will come to an end as soon as you stop defending yourself. You're not here to prove yourself to others. Instead, approve of yourself. Know that your angels are on your side and that heaven is thanking you for being the honest soul you are. I like that. And it's kind of hard for me not to be honest. Like, if I feel like there's ever a time where I have to be almost, I'm asked to be, or, feel like I have to be dishonest, and then I just mostly don't speak at all. Just keep things to myself. I'm pretty good at keeping things to myself, although I don't always like to. The truth always seems to come out when people are around me, so that's just what happens. Anyway, so El Moria is the awakening presence, and this is saying the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. El Moria is a spiritual name that was given to protect the identity of Ranbir Singh, a spiritually aware man born into a powerful family that ruled Kashmir, a region in the Indian subcontinent, in the 19th century. And it is said that he interceded both spiritually and physically to stop the British invasion of the region in 1845. Well, even though these guys are not twin flames, they're both kind of like warrior spirits, right? He stopped the British invasion and she stopped the British too. It's like, anyway, this wise soul is now able to help us remove any energy from our life that is not serving our connection to God. He is a wonderful guide to call on if we're unsure of something, if something is real or not. He helps awaken our I am presence, which is our truest connection to our soul and to the universe itself. Spiritual protection is important at this time. So here we have spiritual protection, and here we have also, it's a type of protection which is, being authentic, being true, letting, why am I blanking now all of a sudden? Joan, talk to me. It's about persecution. So persecution, on the one hand, can be something that you feel like you need to be protected of. Maybe El Moria will protect or help protect the persecution, maybe that's what this energy, the masculine energy, is here for. Anyway, so to ensure that you're cleansing your energy before putting on your protection, El Moria is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you are at now. Fire up your divine connection and detach from dramas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. Remember that within you there is a mighty soul light. Allow the light to shine through your entire being. Then call on El Moria and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing the truth will strengthen your connection to the universal life force. Very nice. All right, so next we have the Romance Angels Oracle. Let's see what's going on. We've got a past life relationship here. You've known each other before. And so seems to be some kind of karmic situation where you've been put together again. And then we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So there's a possibility that whoever you are, you could be finding each other and disconnecting from the world together, have a moment together, have a date, have whatever is the next thing in line for you, explore together, retreat together, go somewhere together. It could be just a small excursion. It could be out in nature a little bit. I feel like these are energies that are like warrior spirits that need a little peace in their life. And so I feel like you're going to find that peace once and for all. It's funny because this guy here makes me think of a past life that I had, that I see myself having anyway, that I was a blonde warrior man that got stabbed in the back. So I know, like, both of these characters kind of make me think of me, I'm sorry if I put too much of myself on this reading, but anyway, I can't help it if Joan of Arc comes out. All right, so let's see what your tarot has to say. So you have the High Priestess. I'm going to turn on the flash so you can see my how the rainbows come out. These are the holographic cards that are in my shop, and well, they're not in the shop right now, they got sold out, but they should be in the shop again. And this is so the High Priestess is about intuition, trust. She's the keeper of secrets. I said that right. Keeper of secrets, lunar magic. She's the divine feminine for sure. She's psychic force and divination. So she knows what's about to come, and sometimes she tries to prepare for these things that are about to happen, and sometimes she has to face it. It's kind of like Joan of Arc, it's like she heard the voices and stuff, and she still had to follow through. Like, even if she maybe knew what was ahead for her, that her road was not going to be easy and was going to be difficult, she still had to follow her path. You are different because you had 2 cards come out, and then I kept shuffling for a third card, and then when the third card came out, 2 more cards came out, so you get 4 cards. So you also have the 3 of Pentacles, which is teamwork and progress and goals and fulfillment and a collaboration. So you could be retreating to work on a project together, or come up with some kind of master miracle manifesting, I don't know, like some kind of work. Like, I feel like this is like a team who's you are really, really twin-like, and not, in a lot of ways, your goals are really similar, and you have this together. You had separate ideas, like you had ideas separately, and then together your ideas like amazing. It's like a big bomb of greatness, and so I think it's 2 heads are better than 1. I think your 2 heads are really going to make something amazing together. And so I think that's what the 3 of Pentacles is about. It's like the 2 parts creating a bigger part, So, and it's in a general sense, it's also talking about a prosperous partnership and have trust again. So we had trust here and trust here. So it's interesting it came out again. And then the next 2 cards that came out were the Enchantress and the Guardian. And so these are 2 extra cards that are in my expanded edition. This is foil, and it's also called expanded. In different lights, it looks different. So, it's kind of fun to play with. If you're a reader, and you might very well be, if the High Priestess came out for you, you could be a tarot reader and interested in cards. And this, anyway, this is my rainbow reading. So the Enchantress is kind of a shapeshifter. She's like a fairy, but she's able to like the Enchantress in the Beauty and the Beast. That Enchantress was like she looked like a little old lady, and then she turned into a beautiful maiden. And she was the little old lady on purpose to show the Beast something, to teach him something, to give him a lesson that, look beyond the outer appearance. And then she transforms him into the Beast, where he had to prove that he was lovable beyond his outer appearance. And luckily Belle, discovered that, and he discovered his self-love as well. So it's a beautiful story here. Anyway, so she's magical. She could be a seductress, she could be just a sorceress, or she could be just simply wise. She could be a fairy. She could be somebody who might be tempting to you or bewitching, that you feel like you need to stay away from instead of be attracted to. But nevertheless, I think the truth comes out with her. Sort of some kind of life lesson that always comes out with the Enchantress. Somebody who's you're spellbound, and you're almost bound to, in a spiritual sense. And then the Guardian, he's just like, to me, he's kind of like the Empress, but the male version. In some ways, he's very loving and giving, a caretaker, but he's definitely the divine masculine. He's the defender of the weak. He's the keeper, like the gatekeeper, so to speak. He watches out he protects, the family from the darker forces or anybody that wants to get past the gates, let's say. He's watchful. He's a guide. he's a caretaker too. Like sometimes he's called upon to take care and keep a watch out for like the the princes and the princesses and the kings and the queens, and but he's very just, and he's dominant, and he's exacting. And so there you go. There's the mix of things here, and I feel like this is going to be kind of a union of definitely minds and paths, very similar paths. To see how their heads are connected and their hands are connected, like a creativity and a mental connection and psychic ability and a bigger lesson. They're so very equal. It's not so much he learned anything from her or she learned anything from him. I think together they'll be teachers to society and to the humanity. All right, so let's see what your charms have to say. Something fell down. Oh, man. Guess what fell down? That means I gotta do Scrabble for you. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the flash. Okay, let's take a look. So, we've got, oh, look, Italy and Germany. And name, and we've got the Eiffel Tower, so something French here, and we got Joan of Arc, she's French. So we've got the fortune teller, like seeing the future, like being able to kind of get an idea of what something very close is happening. Something is about to happen, something that you see. It could also be about scrying. Like scrying could be a good practice for you, like just staring into a crystal ball. See my crystal ball right here? It's like it will help you see things, just to like relax your eyes and just kind of drift and see what visions pop up, what shapes. It's kind of like staring at the clouds. It's like clouds pop up and then the clouds take shape. That's what scrying in a crystal ball it feels like. You've got Mickey Mouse, so something Disney related. You've got the anchor, a nice stable situation. You got the second anchor, very stable situation. Very grounded. Maybe some kind of traveling. Believe somebody really likes coffee. It's like your little Starbucks cup. The bowler cap, like a past life, maybe Victorian times. You've got inspire, believe. You've got some music. You've got the number 30. Something could be happening on the 30th. You have Anna again. Anna's good because Anna has a mate. And here we have 29 or 26. So maybe somewhere between the 26th and the 30th of the month, something could be happening. Ooh, it's the steamboat or paddle boat or whatever that boat is. It's like full steam ahead. It's like really a lot of strong movement, like something exciting is about to happen. You got the piggy who is very optimistic and cheerful and, like that could be somebody's zodiac sign. Ooh, this is the I got your back. So this could represent parent who carries their kids, or the caretaker. This could be represent this could also represent your twin flame who's like looking out for you, or your angel guides or spirit guides that are watching out for you and helping you along. This also kind of physically looks a little bit like riding on a motorcycle or hang gliding or something like that. So you could be doing something adventurous like that. And then I have shoe that's like stepping out. Could represent you might need to keep walking or keep exercising, or just explore or walk around, maybe get some new shoes. Got the number 9. Yeah, exploring and working out, walking and working out. That's kind of like what I need to keep doing. You got music here, and then the 24601 is also a French symbol. We got the fleur de lis, and the 24601 represents another Jean. So we have Joan of Arc, Jeanne d'Arc, and we have Jean Valjean, who is a Jean. So this is my reading. And so Jean Valjean is an interesting character in the Les Mis story, if you want to check that out. Les Miserables. It's spelled miserables, but I think it's pronounced les miserables. Anyway, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I know you will, and you love to. Anyway, all right, so we got names, so let's see what our Scrabble is. All right, we've got E. Ooh, if we have a D, we have an idea. C. So you might see somebody's initials. You might see another I. Or a word that means something to you. That's funny, Sean. Sean is the way a lot of people pronounce my name, Jean, but it's not. It's not pronounced Sean. Let's see. Is fig. All right, I'm not going to get real deep into that. You see what, let that be your fun little puzzle. You can screenshot it and work on that all day, or do some other Scrabble for yourself, because it's really fun. I might do Scrabble tonight maybe, but maybe just for my members, because I don't know, last time things just went crazy. But I think maybe we'll see. We'll just see. All right, so I hope you like that, you guys. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. I just want to give a shout out to all my beautiful members, especially Amira Deshawn, who gave me that awesome box of goodies. I shouted you out in every single pile, not knowing which one you're going to pick, but thank you so much. And we got Lupe C. Those are my platinum pixies. We have Full of Faithers, Priyank, Cheryl, Nina, Shafira, Courtney, Elena, Mary Joy, and then my Sparkles of Light, Brian, Ariella, Curly Girl, Jessica Johnson, and my patrons, Mary Dodge, Mary Joy, Melanie, Rachel, and Stephanie. And Melanie's very special to my life and one of the biggest sparkles of light. So you guys, if you want to become a member, just hit the join button, and then that will kind of give you all the information that you need. It's just different tiers that you can join, real low cost tiers. And with the tiers come free readings, so that could be something fun for you. If you want a really big reading or whatever, check out the description box. There's a bunch of links, and at the bottom is my email address, so you can email me and I can hook you up with a private reading. You can also check out all those other links and find out what I'm doing on a daily basis. Like if you hang out with me on Instagram, that's where you can see that I should be posting some family stuff, like my mom's getting married and that kind of stuff. And you can see my kitties on there and family things. So if I'm not here, I'm usually doing family stuff or doing projects. If you want to see what projects I'm up to, then check out the Patreon page. I like to upload different artwork and things like that there. And also you can visit my Etsy shop. You can see the cards. These cards are there. And you can visit me on Smule and sing with me. A lot of times I'm really attached to music, and music is a big part. Like this whole reading started off with this song, right? And so soul song is very important to me. And if you become a subscriber, just hit that bell for notifications, and then you'll see sometimes on the community page I'll post a song or something that your person is singing to you. And these things, I channel songs all the time, and the angels singing to me and things coming to me. And those are things that you also can channel. Like I know a lot of you out there are already psychic and you're already tarot readers or whatever. And so those are messages too. Songs are messages. You're your own psychic too. Like that's why I think the crystal ball came out. So use those abilities and to connect with your twin flame and to connect with your kindreds out there, and for a bigger, better, brighter future for you. All right, I hope everybody has a lovely rest of the day. This is one of the longest readings I've ever done, but I don't feel tired at all. And if you made it through all 4 piles, thank you so much. You're an awesome person. Thank you. And faith, trust, and pixie dust.